Hello and welcome, dear viewers, for this hour of English Journey with your teacher Alan. And for this lesson, we are doing famous people. So let's wait for the students to join, and then we can begin the class. Well, I see we have one viewer in the lobby. Hello to the viewer. So far, no student has joined, and we'll just wait a few more minutes to see if they join or not. If nobody joins, then I will begin the lesson. Hopefully that shouldn't take too long. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I know there is one viewer in the lobby. Hello to the viewer. So far, no students have joined. So we'll just wait a little bit more. If no student joins, then I will begin the class. Yeah, I'm just going to have to start without any students in class, as this will be recorded. So let's just be patient for another few more minutes. Okay then. Looks like the students are not available this Monday morning or wherever they are. So let us begin. Like I said earlier, this is a lesson about famous people. So before I read the text, I will ask these questions to see if the viewers from the future who will be watching this recorded video or hangout, whether they know the answers to these questions. So actually it's about Queen Noor. Okay, this is our personality or the famous person. So where is Jordan? So if you don't know, maybe you should Google it to see exactly where it's located. So Jordan is located in the Middle East, northwest of Saudi Arabia. That's its exact location. Then the next question, who was the former king of Jordan? If you don't know that, it would be good if you can Google that as well. Okay, the former king of Jordan was King Hussein. All right. See, when I ask these questions, it would be good if you could try to answer them in full sentences. Yeah. So if I say, who was the former king of Jordan, and you say King Hussein, that's not acceptable. You should give me the full answer. Like, the former king of Jordan was King Hussein. Then the third question, where do you think Queen Noor of Jordan was born? Let's see if we can find that one. Okay, so Queen Noor was born in Washington, D.C. Yes. On August 23rd, 1951. Okay, and the last question, what does an architect do? I'm sure you know this. But so your answers may vary, but I'm sure they'll be close. So an architect is someone who creates design plans for future buildings, houses, or public spaces. Okay. So now let us get into the reading. This is a picture of Queen Noor, by the way. Okay, so here we have the text. So I will read, and I want you to try to pay attention to the text and also listen to my pronunciation. So, Queen Noor. Queen Noor of Jordan is the first queen of an Arab country to be born in the US, or United States. She was born in Washington, D.C. on August 23, 1951. Her name then was Lisa Najib Halabi. She went to private schools in the United States. She then studied architecture and urban planning at Princeton University. She graduated in 1974. Her first job was in Australia, where she helped to design new towns. She next went to Iran to work on a new plan for the city of Tehran. In 1976, she accepted a job with Arab Air Services in Jordan. She helped to design a new university and housing for employees of the airline. She met King Hussein of Jordan in 1977. The king was interested in the airline and the two became friends. Their friendship turned into a romance and they decided to get married. When they married in June 1978, she took the name Noor al-Hussein, which means light of Hussein. Queen Noor became a Muslim and dedicated herself to her new husband and her new country. She managed the royal household and became the mother of her husband's 3 children from his previous marriage. Queen Noor and King Hussein also had 4 children of their own. Prince Hamza was born in 1980, Prince Hashim in 1981, and Princess Iman in 1983. The Princess Raya in 1986. For more than 20 years, Queen Noor has worked to improve the lives of the people of Jordan. She has set up schools and school programs, started a festival of culture and arts, and encouraged Arab children from all countries to learn more about their history. She has been especially interested in the health and welfare of Jordanian women and children. In 1998, King Hussein died of cancer. His eldest son became the new king. Queen Noor has remained in Jordan and continues to work for her people. In 2003, she wrote a book about her life as the Queen of Jordan. Okay, I see we have some more viewers now, about 3 viewers in the lobby. That's good. So I've just read this article about Queen Noor of Jordan. Okay, so we might have some vocabulary here that might sound a little bit new or unusual to you. So we will go through that vocabulary shortly. But before we do that, I would like to ask these questions about the text. So these are comprehension questions. And those who are watching, I'd like you to, think and answer the question to yourself before I give you the answer. So these actually are statements, not questions. And I want you to tell me whether they are true or false. Oh, and here we have a student who has finally joined. Andre. Andre, can you hear me? Maybe he's not allowed to talk. Okay. Okay, no problems. That's good. So Andre is with us, but he cannot talk. I believe he's at work. So Andre, if you can, I don't know if did you listen to the text that I read? You can write in the chat. Okay, so you did. All right. So let's see if you know these statements. Tell me if they're true or false. Yeah. So we'll go through them slowly. So the first statement: Queen Noor is now 65 years old. Is that true or false? If it's false, try to give me the correct answer. Yeah, do you remember what date she was born? Okay, let's have a look at the beginning. Okay. You think it's true? So she was born in 1951. And the statement says that she's 65 years old. How good is your maths? Yeah. Yeah, if she was 65 now, that means she would have been born in, I believe, 1949. So she should be now 63, actually, right? She's born in 1951. So 1951 plus 65 would be 2016. But we're still in 2014. So it's slightly off. So she's now 63, I believe. Or she's just turned 63. Okay, let's move on to the second one. In university, she learned how to design cities. Is that true or false? Andre, what do you think? Yeah, that was also at the beginning. Let's have a quick look. So that will be true. Excellent. Yeah. And we have some here information. She studied architecture and urban planning, and then in Australia was her first job, and she helped to design new towns. Okay. Then the third one, her first job was in United States. False. Where was the first job? Excellent. Her first job was in Australia. Fourth statement. She met King Hussein when she worked for Arab Air. True? Yes, absolutely. That was true as well. Yeah, she did meet him when she worked for Arab Air. Where is it? Yeah, here it says. They met in 1977. The king was interested in the airline, and the two became friends. Okay. And the last one. Queen Noor changed her religion when she married. Yeah, also true. She did. All right, excellent. So now let's have a look at the vocabulary. Here it is. As always, we need to match it. Okay, so match the vocabulary from the left to the correct meaning on the right. So first one, urban. Andre says it's D, which is of a city. Yes, very good. Can you give me a sentence, Andre, in the chat? This is good writing practice for you now. I like urban places more than country country once, or so one would be once because you're referring to places, plural. So I like urban places more than country ones. Very good. Next one, graduate. F, exactly. Complete a course of studies. Sentence, please. I graduate from the Donetsk State Conservatory at 1995. Okay, here you might say I, because it's past, you're gonna say graduated. I graduated, you're good, from the Donetsk State Conservatory in 1995. Yeah, you would say in. Oh, yes. Okay, and the other thing is, this word, it's a verb here in this context. However, it can also be a noun. Okay, so when it's a noun, the pronunciation would change slightly. So instead of saying graduate, you would say graduate. A graduate is a person who graduated or graduates. So I'm a graduate of the Donetsk State Conservatory, for example. I'm a graduate. Or I'm a law graduate. I'm a, you know, and so on. All right, let's do the next one. 3. Design. H, very good. So to draw, to plan. So here it's a verb. Let's see your sentence, Andre. I tried to design my workflow. Yeah, very good. Try to design my workflow. Good sentence. All right, let's do the next one. Dedicate. What does dedicate mean? Okay, so it's gonna, no, it's not gonna be C. So that's a new word. To dedicate, a verb. For example, I'll give you a sentence, see if you can figure it out. I dedicated my life to this job. Or I dedicated my life for this country. So you understand the meaning. You don't see the appropriate meaning. Let's see on the list. Okay, so it's J. Okay, to give one's time and energy to someone or something. You know, a mother may dedicate her life to her children, for example. Can you give me a sentence with dedicate? This is a new word. Let's see if you can put it in practice. Oh, that's nice. I wrote my symphony dedicated to my family. In this case, you would say, I wrote my symphony in dedication to my family. So in this case, you would say, I wrote my symphony in dedication to my family. Yeah, okay. All right, next one. Royal. B, excellent. So relating to a king or queen, royalty. Okay, what about a sentence with royal? Your Royal Highness. So in this case, yeah, it's an adjective. So the most known concert hall is the Royal Albert Hall. Very good. Nice sentence, yes. Okay, 6, previous. Absolutely, it is G. Former or before. How would you write a sentence with previous? Okay. I use on my Mac the previous OS or operating system. In this case, you would start with maybe previous. So the first word would be previous, or previously rather. Let's see. Or you would say, I used the previous OS on my Mac. Or I use currently, yeah, you're using it right now. So I use the previous operating system on my Mac. Okay. All right, 7. Improve. Absolutely. Make or get better. Yeah, good. I think we may have had this before in one of the other lessons. Yeah, I want to improve my English language skills. Excellent. Nice and straightforward. Good. 8, setup. Absolutely. It's A, start or establish. So to set up, it's a verb here. Very good. We set up our business in 1997. Very good. Now, set up can also be a noun. However, it has to be a dash. Okay, it will change. So that's how it will be spelled. So set, you don't have the dash and up. A setup. For example, this was a setup. They tricked us. Yeah, it's like a scheme or a trick. But in this case, it's a verb, a phrasal verb. So set up. Yeah, my setup is very huge. Yeah. If you have a big computer setup or something like that, yeah. Okay, good. All right, 9, encourage. To encourage. Yes, give hope to someone or something, or support. Very good. So let's see. All right. How would you form a sentence with encourage? I presume you've heard this word before and you know about this word. Okay, Alan is a good teacher because he always encourages our attention in English learning. Okay, yeah, very good. You may also say our attempting or our attempt, because the true noun is attempt. Yeah, our attempt. So because he always encourages our attempts in English. Yeah, attempts, not attemption. But a very good sentence. I like it. And thank you for the compliment. I presume you meant that. Okay, and the last one, welfare. So number 10, we have welfare. And yeah, E is the only one left. So we have a condition of having good health or good living. How would we write a sentence with that? Yeah, so it's a noun. Yeah, she has a good welfare in Jordan. Or you don't have to use the article a. So you can just say she had good welfare in Jordan, or she has, yeah. Or you could even say she had a good welfare system. Yeah. So if you say system after welfare, then you can use the article a. She had a good welfare system. All right, very good. Yeah, uncountable. Okay, let's have a look now. We have these sentences. Let's see if we can use the vocabulary we just went through and implement them correctly and use them in these sentences. So first one, Mrs. Jones is teaching you now. Who was your gap teacher. Who was your encouraged teacher? No. So Mrs. Jones is teaching you now. This is the key word now. Who was your gap teacher? Think of before. What was the other word we used for before? Yeah. Yes, previous, like you used with the operating system. Yeah. So who was your previous teacher? Very good. Second sentence. Pat lives in a small town now, but she wants to move to a larger gap center. Urban, yes, but she wants to move to a larger urban center. Very good. 3, he has been studying for 4 years. He's going to gap this spring. Yes, he's going to graduate this spring. Very good. He's going to graduate. 4, your English will gap very quickly if you practice speaking with native speakers every day. Absolutely. Your English will improve very quickly. Improve is the word we're after. And the last one here. He doesn't think he will be able to get that job, but his wife is going to gap him to apply. But his wife is going to gap him to apply. Encourage, absolutely. Encourage, or she will push him positively and give him motivation and hope. Okay, let's see. Queen Noor dedicated her life or herself to her husband and her new country. Complete the following sentences using your own examples. Okay, so let's see if you can finish these sentences. The mother dedicated her life or herself to our family. To her family. Okay, good. Next one. The doctor dedicated herself to his patients. Good. Okay, the next one. The scientist dedicated himself to absolutely, very good. The scientist dedicated himself to discovering the universe. Very good. That's a good ending. I like it. And you've used it in the ing form. That's excellent. The last one, the teacher dedicated himself to so who would a teacher dedicate himself to? To stupid pupils. Okay. Stupid or stupid? I think if you're thinking about stupid, that's how you would spell it. Okay. Yeah. But that's good. Yes, yes. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't call my students stupid. I love all my students. But anyways, good endings. They were very nice, Andre. This is pretty much it. I mean, You know, if we were in class and were able to speak, we would discuss a little bit more. But since you're at work and you're unable to speak, that defeats the purpose, unfortunately. It's okay. Hopefully tonight or in the next day or two we can see you and speak to you. So that's pretty much it. We can wrap it up. Do you have any questions before we part? Okay, that's great. Well, thank you very much, Andre. You're most welcome. And nice of you to join, even though you're at work. It's good to see you anyways. So I hope you have a lovely day, and shall see you next time. Okay, goodbye. Bye, Andrew. Andre, take care.